Viewers, today we are going to review and I'll also give you a summary of the book The Personal MBA. This is one of the international bestsellers. It's written by Geoff Kaufman. Typically, when we try to start a business, if we don't have MBA, the first question that comes to mind is, do I need an MBA to be a successful business person? Let's try to answer this question from this book summary. So the answer is straightforward. You don't need degree to become a successful businessman. Every successful business owner in the world doesn't have an MBA degree. Business school doesn't create successful businessmen. People become successful by their hard work and understanding of business. Self-education is the best way to grow and help your business. This is the most important lesson that you can learn from this book, self-education. We need practical business knowledge to become successful in business, not an MBA degree. To create something remarkable and unexpected, you don't need an MBA degree. Now, there are few disturbing truths about MBA schools. First is MBA school debt takes the average MBA student 12 years to pay off. MBA school teach outdated business practice that are worthless by the time you graduate. Getting an MBA degree doesn't graduate you to a high-paying job or make you a skilled manager. This book gives you 5-part framework to evaluate any business. The first framework says value creation. Is the business creating something people actually wanted to buy? Second is marketing. Is the business attracting and holding people's attention? Sales. Do people believe and trust the business enough to make a transaction? Fourth is value delivery. Is the business exceeding customer expectation? And final thing is finance. Is the business making more money than it is spending? Value creation means, is the business creating something people actually want to buy? Why something catches on and others don't? Kevin Money identifies two primary characteristics of products and services that people are willing to pay for: convenience and high fidelity. We have seen so many products comes every year, some works and some disappears. So convenience and high fidelity. Convenience means quick reliability, easy and flexible. High fidelity means high aesthetic appeal, high emotional impact and high degree social status. These are the two things due to which few products works and other disappear. If you are craving a pizza, a table at the original Pizzerian is in Chicago is high fidelity. Domino's home delivery is convenient. Accordingly, Pizzeria benefits more from making the dining experience remarkable, while the Domino's benefits from delivering decent pizza as quickly as possible. Marketing. Is the business attracting and holding people attention? When Apple announced the first iPod, they told the world that the new device would be 1000 songs in your pocket. At that time, others were advertising about their hardware, software and all, but Apple just said 1000 songs in your pocket. This headline was remarkable at that time and it violates people's expectation. The goal of every marketing team should be attracting attention through those remarkable and unexpected messages. In the classic marketing book Purple Cow, Seth Godin uses a wonderful metaphor to illustrate the principle. A field full of brown cows is boring. A purple cow violates the viewer's expectation, which naturally attracts the attention and interest. If you design your offer to be remarkable, unique enough to pique your prospect's curiosity, it will be significantly easier to attract attention. So through marketing, you need to attract the attention of people. Sales. Do people believe and trust the business enough to make a transaction? If a stranger were walk up to you at the bus stop and offer you $20 in exchange for $10, would you make the transaction? Probably not, because you don't believe or trust the offering is legitimate. However, if your friend standing next to you watch for the stranger, you would probably make the transaction. Sales is all about making customers believe and trust the business can deliver on its promise. The quickest way to build belief and trust is social proof. Example of social proof includes 100 5-star Amazon reviews or getting a recommendation from key influencer like Oprah. The thousands of people trust Oprah and the trust is transferred to any product she recommends, leading to the thousands of sales. So after marketing, sales is important. Value delivery. Is the business exceeding customer expectation? Customer expectations have to be high enough for the customer to make an initial purchase. After the purchase is made, however, if the performance of the offering surpasses customer expectation, the customer will be more likely to buy again and recommend the business to friends. Zappos, the online shoe company, provide their customers with free expedited shipping. Despite not advertising free expedited shipping, the surprise that comes from exceeding customer expectation is far more valuable. The best way business can reliably exceed customer expectation is building an efficient system of delivery and providing excellent customer service. So value of delivery is very important. And finally, the finance. Is the business making more money than it is spending? The final part is straightforward. Ensure more money is coming in than going out. That's the ultimate aim of the business. It is really not any more complicated than that. Yes, there can be fancy model and jargon, but ultimately you are simply using numbers to decide whether or not your business is operating the way you intended and whether or not the results are enough to justify all the time and effort that goes into running the operation. That is being said by Joss. Thank you for watching the video. If you didn't understand any of the concept, please replay the video. And if you like the summary, please go and buy the book. Do like and subscribe the channel. Thank you.